Hello, this is episode 7, I think, of Living with MS and all the rest. I am Diane J. Sandford, and today we're going to talk about MS and Lookism. And this is, I believe, the reason why it has been since the 1800s, since anything new has come to help us in the cure or to help our symptoms of MS. Now you may hear differently. Oh, there's been so many advances. Baloney. Malarkey. The only advances since the 1800s has been in diagnosis. The MRI, being able to see that the nerves, the sheath myelin, the covering of the nerves, is compromised. That is the only discoveries. Now, I have my own theory of why the diagnosis has gotten the most attention, and I believe that includes big pharma, because of the nature of MS to relapse and remit, go away, is perfectly set for a big pharma company to prescribe a very expensive, in most cases, drug that they can give to you and say, look how it took away your symptoms. Yay! It's the nature of the disease to come and go. So it's perfect for a drug company to make a lot of money off a drug that they can say, this will improve your progression. You won't get as bad as fast. How can you prove something like that? They're crazy, and they can't. And they've been sued over ads in magazines saying that they do, and they can, because there is no scientific proof that they do anything to help. I took Copaxone for 7 years from its start in the 1900s. MS comes and goes on its own, left to its own devices. But the drug companies can find it sooner. Now, why is that good for them? Because then they tell you, the doctors will tell you, get on this drug as soon as possible. The sooner the better. It'll keep the MS from progressing as fastly, as quickly. Okay. So they could have, if they had the MRI, when I had my first symptoms, when I was 10 years old, when I couldn't lift my legs and I was 20, they would have had me on these drugs because I was scared to death. Oh, please, keep me out of a wheelchair. Anything. They wouldn't have said that 50% of people never need a wheelchair. Anyway, they wouldn't have told me that. They would have just offered this drug and said the sooner you get on, the better. And I would have jumped at it. Billions of dollars they make off of these drugs. Billions. So they are going to be around for a while. And if a cure is ever found, if the reason for the drug, and the drug companies will tell you, they don't know the mechanisms of how their drugs work. What? Am I a car? Hello? Anyway, you do the math. The reason I believe we haven't got it, look at AIDS. When the AIDS crisis came, everybody got all upset and ACT UP started. And it was during the Ronald Reagan administration. Ronald Reagan, boom. I thought that was the end of everything. Anyway, during his administration, he wanted to ignore this crisis because he thought, well, gays. It was God's saying enough's enough. What? Get real. Anyway, so finally the people got together and they formed groups. And they said, you have got to address this. You've got to help us. Lookisms. They looked terrible. And they were dying. And we don't die on the outside. He looks so good with MS. You'll hear it over and over again. You look so good. But you look so good. How can you be sick or anything serious? Look at you, you look so good. People with AIDS, they look bad. Very thin, they have sores, they just look bad. Lookisms. We look good. So do we get the help? Do we get the money? Do the research? Has anyone looked at MS and said, we have to stop this disease? You know what I want to say to people that tell me, but you look so good. I want to say, if only you could see inside me. I look so bad. Lookism and MS. It'll keep us without research for years to come. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.